Hello everyone, this is Bubs here as the Protoss player in the top right in the red. My clan tag being We Like to Game, and my beautiful decal, the Bubs. Oh yeah. And on the bottom left we have the blue Terran player being LLLL, which is just him hiding his name so that other players can't see it. So I don't know who this guy is, but I believe he's a top 25 diamond player just as I am. So we've got a pretty fair matchup going on here. We'll both be fighting each other for the game. Do throw up a quick pylon here, and if you notice on the top of my head, I got some headphones on me. They're just cheap headphones on Amazon for like 25 bucks. That was a text from my Bubs. My Bubs. Okay. Anyways, we got the headphones going on the top of my head. They're like 25 bucks off Amazon. They're cheap. The sound quality is great. Hopefully the recording quality is good as well. It's got to be better than this dang webcam. It's just not doing the trick for me. So we do have our Terran player. He's going to throwing up a quick refinery, and as his barracks at the top, going to wall this off due to any adepts. Doesn't want that to happen. I do throw up my own gateway, and I'll be doing an 18 Nexus. So I have stopped building, and I'm about to get that 400 minerals, and I throw up that Nexus immediately. And as for him, he does put 3 guys on this refinery, which is a little bit high. Might be seeing some weird stuff from this guy later on, but either way, his barracks is about to finish. He's going to throw up a supply depot. All is going as usual. I did want to mention that I played, just an hour ago or so, I played a rank 25 Grandmaster in North America, and I beat him. Okay, he lagged out in the first 5 seconds, but that's okay. I'll take the win, man. This is Grandmaster. He's top 25, or he was ranked 25 in Grandmasters in the North America server, which means I beat someone ranked higher than Huck, and someone ranked higher than Winter Gaming. So that's crazy that I played that guy for some reason. Obviously, I didn't win. I would get crushed, but for some reason, I was matched up a ranked game against a Grandmaster player. So I thought that was kind of weird, but he did end up dropping out. I think Battle.net's having some connectivity issues, but either way, it was cool to pop in and say, oh, okay, I'm playing a Grandmaster. That's interesting. So we do see this Reaper coming to the left. He does do a huge angle here. I don't understand why he does that. He should just go straight in my base, get that Reaper in my face as fast as possible, but he doesn't, which means I'm able to get this first Adept pretty quickly. Now, when I'm playing against a Terran player, I'm expecting Reapers, and I'm expecting Widow Mines, so I do throw up a quick robotics facility to get those observers out and catch that. And I do throw my shade out here before this Reaper even comes, just in case, and it does, so I put it right on there. I get a quick shot off, and he starts moving back. I don't even get the second shot off. These Adepts are kind of slow. Their attack speed isn't that great, but they're a fantastic unit. I expect a slight nerf for that and the Liberators coming up in the next patch, and hopefully Mutas. I've always hated Mutas, but anyways, we do have my Adept coming. He does have 2 Reapers, which is a little suspicious. Usually the Terran player will get 1 and then move into maybe a Widow Mine drop, but you can see he's getting a very, very fast 3rd CC, and he does have an orbital command almost finished over here for his natural. Now I do have my natural starting to collect some minerals over here, starting to saturate that, but it's not going to do much if he does kill out too many probes. But at the moment, we see that he only has 1 probe kill, so that's okay with me. And I do get him getting 2 more Adepts, and I do really like this little perimeter I put up with my Adepts. I'm able to cover all these Reapers, but the Reapers don't care. They just run right past it, throwing a bomb on this probe. Doesn't do too much. He does snipe a probe here. Just not him killing one there. So, all in all, I do end up sniping those 2 Reapers, which is great for me. Get those 2 out of the way with my 3 Adepts, and I immediately had a Warp Prism coming from this because I told myself, okay, if I'm able to fend off these Reapers and then counter some pressure with a Warp Prism with these Adepts, I can really do some significant damage. And I also wasn't too worried about something coming super quickly. I have my Mothership Core out, so I am able to defend if need be. I do manage to get a couple of observers out. Now, this first observer I will send to my opponent's base just to see exactly what's going on there. As you can see, I don't see this, I don't see what's going on here. I do see this building, but other than that, not much. So I do have this Warp Prism coming around. It's almost there. I have another observer coming. I have 2 Warp Gates, another down here coming in. We do see this drop coming in. This could be very good for me. He does have 4 Hellions, though, which are pretty good against Adepts, actually. I do end up coming after these SCVs. I control these Adepts, make sure I'm attacking the SCVs, because obviously I want to get the kills here. I do end up okay over there, but I do warp in 2 Adepts over here with my Warp Prism, and this is when I can start doing some real damage. Do end up getting already like 3 SCVs. Yeah, 3 SCVs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Do I end up getting this one? Okay, 10. So we got 10 SCVs there, plus a few more from this little battle. And I do have an observer here. I should be able to see this Banshee, but I don't keep my eye on that. I don't notice the Banshee coming towards my base. I also have seen this by now, but I just don't see it coming. Cloak is almost finished, so I'm not aware of it, but Cloaked Banshees are on my way, which can be as bad as Widow Mines. I think Widow Mines is a better option for the Terran player, but I'm not a Terran player, so maybe there's some reason he did this. His 3rd CC is done, but if you look at the workers killed, I've killed 15, he's only killed 3, so definitely good for me. He does have another Banshee coming on the way in his production tab, and he's putting up a missile turret. And he does have this first Banshee coming at my gateway here, which is fine for me. The longer he spends tagging this, the more time I have to prepare. He just end up throwing Cloak on there and starts going after these probes. So this Banshee already has 2 probe kills, 3, 4, ends up stacking that Stalker. And I do throw on a Photon Overcharge, so only gets about 5 probes there, so not too bad. Too bad. I do end up having my 3rd Nexus completed. This 3rd CC hasn't been able to do much. It is an orbital though, so he has a ton of mules probably going on. He's got a couple, not too many, but he does have a missile turret on both of these command centers. Both of these mineral lines, I should say, and a bunch of Hellions for some reason that he should be trying to use. He should be trying to use these Hellions to put some more pressure on me, but he hasn't found the option to do so. I do get a Forge. I know he's got Cloaked Banshees now, so that Forge, I have +1 going on. It's going to be great for these 2 Photon Cannons coming up. I did throw one up here as well, and one here as well, just to detect those Cloaked Banshees. This next Banshee does end up coming in. This Photon Cannon finishes almost just in time. I do end up getting a few shots on this Banshee, and this Photon Cannon finishes just in time. I end up sniping that Banshee as well, so I'm definitely in a strong position here. I'm able to accumulate some units here while being able to hold off his Reapers and Banshees without too much fuss. And on the other side, I'm able to use that Warp Prism to do a big drop here, killing 15 SCVs about, so very huge for me in this game. I've been able to defend my opponent's pressure. Being a Terran player, I'm expecting some pressure from him, and as every Protoss should prepare for. Widow Mines, Cloaked Banshees, it's a lot of that. They're either doing that, or they're doing like a 2-base all-in with those darn Liberators and some Siege Tanks and stuff. And you can see he does have a Siege Tank. I'm throwing that. I do another drop here with a few Zealots, and get a few SCVs with these Zealots, but I also warp in some Adepts here, end up sniping some mules that were just dropped to my benefit. My Warp Prism comes back over here, I end up picking up all 4 Adepts and then dropping them back over there, which is very frustrating to my opponent. He does end up leaving the game, and that was it. So just a quick game there. Being able to counter pressure was huge for me. I'm able to stop my opponent's pressure and put on some pressure myself. So that's really what ended up winning the game here. And as you can see, just kind of took him down. So yeah, he was very frustrated with that drop. This Warp Prism did a lot of damage. The Warp Prism's very good. So that's it. It's a little Protoss vs Terran game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.